Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt...
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll...
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravosh needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravosh isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day, because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravosh what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravosh in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with a hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravoj to its...
The man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his level work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I, trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsmen alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravoj.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you...
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
What do I owe the honor? What do you want? Anything else?
Tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Awfully thin these days.
Oh, what do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders their roofs. Most of what we have now.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Come back. Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she...
I'm afraid not. She's at my job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she...
Did she?
Following up, once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the beastmen. I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already.
Why would Doris insist on going? Alone. Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. There you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking us.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long hill. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted...
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrec. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding. Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter. And I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
So, she don't need sails or oars, but she's still the fastest ship on the sea.
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo. But, let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything. Only mithril engines get hotter. And you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any of them. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exact.
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with, and what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is...
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes?
That's it in a nutshell. Yeah, we're only 3 short, mind. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Pl- and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia.
All right then.
It'll do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
Ready, go? These ones first. To find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find. Good girl.
Yeah!
Straight home now. Two down, one to go.
Welcome. I do like a customer who knows what he wants. You've a keen eye.
Why, you
That's better. Ready, go? That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
Ah, Sid! Was it sir?
Good, thankfully.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin'! I'll fit 'em to the smelter. May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid! And I ain't...
It's...
So?
It's... actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh! Don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Way have been coming, Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it. But I think even he's starting to...
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't there? That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years.
Gazal Greens?
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hot. Better that than something that'll wither away at first. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us, they ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do. I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow on.
Ah, what brings you to...
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to, but they'd long since gone to sea.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their... They know little of freedom, of providing for them. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to... Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far. Subsisting almost... It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, Sir Wade. All of them.
Time it all. I thought we'd have... Gather the men in the square. Send...
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable legion of them. They've been seen... We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before...
What if you could call on reinforcements?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they...
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able...
You're right. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking,
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady.
So what's the...
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers. Upon engaging with the Akashek, each detachment will keep...
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers. With luck, that point will be the village square. The perfect place, and for you and I to...
A sound plan, but one that'll require I'd say you have both in abundance, Wade. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what we work together, each shielding the other that no man might fall. That Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit.
Right you are.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and his head...
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic...
Hard to say. My men are still facing some I could order a detachment.
No. Let you stay here too, Sir Wade. I'll go after the Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure. May the founder...
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandicoot.
Take out a bloomin' thing. All for a sunny day. With me, Torgal. To me, Blades! Nice try. Waken, Blade! All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield.
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And we were able to eradicate. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for... I hesitate to say it, but...
I think it might...
We saved... Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. You brought us together. Showed us what...
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now. We have to fight to protect what...
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away...
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord. And do, after all, this is my home now too. And...
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. But every time, I would think back to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria.
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will...
I'll do my best.
The hero? It's lucky you came by. Not only did my seeds get delivered, but...
I just did what I could.
And it's only... Take it before...
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's and a home to free bearers.
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of them, though I suppose the rest ain't much different now. You know, bearers living free like that. Reminds me, old as I am to recall that.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye.
Well, if you really want to know, in fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day, asked Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game, and before I knew it, the cheeky horse was rattling on at me about... Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. But right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't like... And do you know what he did? And then I did the same. We made a pact that...
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same, just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn he certainly didn't laugh.
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambitions. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to...
Suppose you're right. And if we don't manage it... Good thing we've got a few half-decent... It's almost enough to give... Anyway, better get back to work. The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me...
That sounds like a...
I got peppers to numb your tongue up.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago. Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
Oh, my wards and I...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty...
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Second, not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by...
And what does he want with North?
He wants to transform a foundation upon which to... He's already secured the support of the various army remnants.
He would rob the populace.
Believe me, I have used every means of...
What does Captain Philippe make of that? When the town was under attack, it was him, the soldiers...
How? A man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire, Philippe's comrades. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. No. Any attempt to incite, given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you, for your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they... And unlike Philippe, no bonds of... Well?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Overseeing...
All right. I may have met this duke before. At the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with...
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able...
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass, but you should be all right. His Eminence is... Wait here. I'll...
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. Pride of place, in fact. But no more. For it is they who shall see the...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for that. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be... And yet there are those who persist...
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes. If he comes calling, the only thing I'm giving the Duke of Oriflamme's a piece of my mind. Maybe a smack in the gob.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not...
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sort...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
I left everything.
As long as you remain, the veil will see to your needs.
Embarrassing me.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this... Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise... Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts.
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best, and if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain.
For you? Certainly. Thank you for last. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with it?
But to tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to...
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke.
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love. Well, gee, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, were you able to...
I was.
Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the town. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a...
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destiny. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders, and not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing. Thank you for trying.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I... Because I realised what really matters, not following some nobleman's orders for the protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters... But I'm certain they're not finished, and when they do come back, we need to stand together. With you to lead us, my lady. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go...
Indeed.
Oliver, that has always been Northreach's best hope. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed I fear His Eminence has loftier...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the...
There may be hope for Northreach, especially with men like you. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, but I suspect I shall have to call... Until then.
Until then.
What's happened?
Answer the gate.
Ah, Clive. You'll be...
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Rand... I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge You couldn't do me a quick...
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how... Find out exactly how much...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame yourself, El. This... I know, no buts up...
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from the talks with the Republican arm. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consort, though prices have fallen of late. We deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter, but the Consortium offered double what we did.
And you had no opportunity to make a...
None at all.
El? I saw Vonnie leave...
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gate. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get it. Even if I fail to free these, someone needs to prepare the place and keep
Oh, and that's me. Well, look... from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it.
You have to trust her.
You're right. And if El's off fighting for the cause, I should do my... So I bid you farewell and say I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she were...
I'll do my... All right. Randalar, then. And better not keep Eloise waiting. What's happened? I wouldn't give for a hot meal. No use calling Ambrosia now.
When are they gonna let us through?
Faster!
Time to fight. Thanks, Gal. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with it?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently... We had all but finished making arrangements to buy...
You misunderstand. The Consortium, it was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer, and so we resumed.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise. The bearers belong to him.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like king.
That does sound... no matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that... And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save...
As am I. But he was right. Yes, the Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to... As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal, but I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I...
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, they deserved more. I wanted so badly.
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountain. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clyde. I'll gather some men and join you.
Hold on, Theo. Come on. I can walk from here. Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village. But we just have to pray
I can do better than that. Ready, go? Where are you, Theo? Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore!
And so will you!
Elle. Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born, and I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that my parents tried to drive him out of the house before they could.
Theo told me he clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing, but he said you deserved a better life than this. Just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed and devoted myself. But I have never regretted. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night, and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more from life than so I'll carry on doing what we do, bringing smiles to people's and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice of my own to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Here's the scraps you were after.
Lord Rosfield, is there all...
Perhaps. My brother said, have you learned anything of note?
Little and less, I
see.
Be assured, however, that we, even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in...
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft cited as if protecting the
secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of... Mayhap it would please you to observe some of...
Would that be possible?
Of course. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect them. If you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they will be. Might I suggest you take the road? It will lead you straight to the village.
Thank you.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Come on. Run like the wind. I needed that.
You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Too slow. To me, Blade! Awaken wind! Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Nice try. To me, Blades! Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril. I collected your colleague's preliminary finding here.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Everything's back the way it was.
Take that, you naughty...
Clyde!
I just wanted to see how the town's been fed.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Nat, and firmly at the helm. Our stores are just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of men, there may be a rather worrying one just over the...
May there...
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside... And they have formed what one could call... And they grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, won't we?
Of course we will. If we continue, the longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will... Our best hope is to, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the... Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on... I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports.
I'll go and speak with...
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
A league of outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnes.
I did. I've developed something of a... And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, a sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting.
You're not the only...
What does he want?
He asked for my aid in putting down the band, and he said that you might be able to help.
Then you've come at just the right time. There are more camps in the vicinity than... But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can.
All right. Which camp shall I...
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me.
Let's go. Those ne'er-do-wells went bad.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle. You deserve a rest.
That's him! The one who killed Nock and Fingers! Take his head off!
Too slow. Farewell. I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits.
No, but...
No.
What is it?
The whole town's in up. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
That's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried, but we just couldn't.
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me is that you two are...
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to... We need to do something. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them.
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. You had to make Conrad and Natalie remember. They know that Lubor and I are friends. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, I can't promise anything.
And that is all I can...
Why are you taking the bearer's side?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's driving away our customers.
He knew all along that he...
Forgive me for disturbing you.
I've seen your...
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? The rumors that he's a bearer...
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I...
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, in this at least he's done the town a service.
Leniency? He pretend...
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home?
Perhaps. And they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie...
You never know. Once their anger is cooled...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
I assumed...
There's still hope.
But perhaps not.
You mustn't think like that, Lub. We'll talk some sense.
No. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. To yourself be true. That rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken. But I do not doubt that she was always true to... And so must I be. I must do... And now... I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people are only united can they hope to stand against. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic
Don't go, Lubor. You'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that...
How could it possibly be for the best? The least you can do is give the townspeople...
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're good. I thought you were better, but it seems you had me fooled.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice?
Of those available to me, I will... but where are my manners? Right then.
If there's anything I can do...
I'll bear it in...
Come back.
covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
What do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields. My Lord Marquis, that some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there.
It's true.
I have many fond... When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed.
Oscar.
But my training is not yet complete.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Don't tell me we've run out of pep yet.
Still alive, are ya? Coin purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
What do I owe the honor? What do you want? Anything else?
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
Clive. How may I help you today? Here you are. Very good.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look. Seen enough?
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsmen. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive, please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and out. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since if there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find.
But no splinters!
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
What will it be today? I'll want a full report when you return. Clive, allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever... changing, Clive.
Please. Grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but... But His Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by. And our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
For Joshua. Anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it? The Stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood?
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Thank goodness Sid made it home safely.
His brother didn't look all that well, though.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of patio nuts and all.
Thin these days.
What do you expect?
No mistakes. Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it. collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yotei. Yotei, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much... You think only of how you might help others.
No more than you have minding my brother.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
I have no reason to assume.
Clive, you must listen to this.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, and what I discovered appears to agree.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins, but while I've always known it to be important, now, however, I believe I know where to find...
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels I would think not. Few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said...
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles? For a short while.
Of course, Lawsman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
tell me we've run out of...
Still alive, are you? Going purse weighing you down? Is that all?
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Is something wrong?
Not at all, honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order.
I'll hold you to that.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
This place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and a Kashik here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time. It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the Royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive. Aye, aye.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slabbering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own? Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Aistla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
This place reeks like a moble's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
This one. Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! All yours, Torgal!
Better already.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal. That must be Aistla. What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter, Gav!
No quarter! You think all the villages in Ash are like this?
A question for later, Gav! Here they come!
And come, and come, and come.
he isn't. Pick it up. Bravo! Give me thunder!
Gav. Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
I needed that.
Ash is a big place, Clive. Don't want to be blindly wandering its blighted fields if I don't have to. I thought we got them all.
So did I. No use calling Ambrosia now.
Please. Please. Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who? My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arcane. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arcane is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be... The mural is complete. Ultima and his vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix? By the Founder. So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet. If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.